God.
Alright, so my monitor over here says we're good. We got everything's charging. So all the systems that we worked on this thing was a brake system. Put new brakes on the rear end, changed the fluid out. We had to drop the drive shaft. We took apart the high pressure fuel injection system. All the lines came out. Crankcase vent off, valve cover off. New intake horn. We saw all the other stuff. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go out and test this thing right around the local circuit here. Watching my, I got a EGT sensor on the manifold, so watching that. And we'll drive it and see what other, if any, codes we get. A little spongy, but used to pull pretty hard to the left.
Hey, do you remember we got stuck? Or we had to pull over to the McDonald's?
That's right.
Because it got red hot.
That's right. The rotors locked up. Yeah. So we put new rotors, or not rotors, calipers on the front with new pads. Did that like, gosh, I guess probably 2 years ago. And then this time around we put new calipers and pads on the rear, and then bled and dumped the fluid too. So you want to listen to all the sounds that this thing makes and try to figure out, you know, is it sounding normal? Bad thing is that it just rained, so there's a few mud puddles on the highway, so I'm hearing a lot of that. But we do some stop and go. Feels like it's got picked up a little more go on the low end, which it should. I expect it because we're pushing. Can't tell too much about the EGTs. I'm, you know, 25 miles per hour, you know, like 500 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's going kind of back and forth. When we get out, we'll get on this stretch and shoot towards the diesel station.
Why does it say perform service on them?
It might have thrown out a code because it's got new sensors on it, and it's also got new, you know, new sensors. There's a new intake horn, a bigger intercooler, so it's got a lot more volume of air and lower boost pressure. So the engine's trying to figure out how to run. Essentially, it's kind of like it's learning itself, and it might take a few cycles to get there. We don't have a turbo boost gauge on this thing, which would be nice. clear overhead console, but we can key on, key off, I believe, and clear that overhead console.